So right now I'm working on the Seax blade for the 8020 Compact, and I'm working on a grind. I'm using a new type of dynamic grind to do this. I'm downing it on the burger grinder. I'm really excited about this knife because this is a project that's specific to what I wanted. 8020 Compact. Right now, probably one of our most popular knives, and I've been carrying it since we started producing this in a little higher quantity back in December. And the blade style that's on here, while it is very popular, it's very good, it's not to my personal preferences. I like to carry something a little more like a shark's foot. However, if it's like the one knife I'm going to carry, I wanted something that was slightly pointier, a little more suited for utility and self-defense. So I sat down with Andrew and I was like, let's make a Seax blade. While this isn't necessarily historic Seax, it draws inspiration from a Seax. A Seax is most commonly known as an early medieval Germanic weapon, probably and even among the Franks and in Scandinavia. Potentially, it's where the Saxons draw their name from. People of the knife, the people of the Sax, maybe. It's kind of like the Bowie knife of medieval Europe, or the early Middle Ages. Wanted something that has a good utility purpose and self-defense if necessary. So that's where we're getting a little pointier than our regular shark's foot blade. The point is at the thinnest part of the blade. And I didn't want that because I wanted this to be like the most ideal everyday carry for my preferences. So to counteract that, what I'm doing is I'm adding a rotation to the grind. So grind rotates, keeping the edge thickness the same throughout, but behind the edge is thicker out here than it is back here. So it's still capable of slicing in this area of the blade and has a stout tip forward. This here we have the first side ground. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I need to make a little bit of adjustments to make it symmetrical with the other side, and I'm working on down the other side. We will grind through this blade and we'll go through the rest of the process of building it, putting it together, and maybe we'll cut some stuff. You can see how a standard grind might look. Typically the edge and this line here are always going to be parallel together. So each of these points is the same exact distance from each other. It doesn't change. When that pulls, it's drawing it across the blade, and it's going like that, cutting on 3 axes. When we look at what I'm doing with the Seax right now, you can see these lines are not parallel. And what that does is that rotates our 4th axis as it cuts. So the red is going to be the edge here, and the blue is that back height there. So as that draws along the wheel, as it's rotating this way, it's turning in too. So moving on 4 axes. And that gives So this is the cut we just made here. It looks pretty good. So we're looking for about 80. This is a hard way to measure it, but it'll come pretty close. 80. The tip is where it gets a little tricky. And we're right at 80 on the tip, so that is perfect. So let's get this in the other side of the machine and see how well I have it matched up. I was working on it right before, so we'll cut. If we need to make any adjustments, we will we'll do that. If not, we'll cut one of these blades that's ready to build. Get those in the tumbler, sharpen it, and build a knife. So looking at this width here between the 2 grinds. We're doing 80. Grab one of my guys to get this in the tumbler. Then we'll sharpen it and build it. nice stone wash finish on this.
Beautiful.
You want to keep it that thick?
I do.
All right. Well, let's build it.
It's scary pointy. Test it out.
Cool. We found this nice set here of stuff to cut up.
It's not bad, but it's starting. And I mean, there's some. I feel a tiny little bit there, but that could get honed right out.
How'd that lock hold up?
You tell me. It's perfect.
It is perfect.